welcome back. So in the previous video, we have seen how we have assigned a unique value to the artist, right? By splitting down the table from the existing table, and we made into a duplicate table, and we have assigned the artist and the artist ID. Now here you can rename, right? We can rename the table name. So I will say it is an artist ID, artist. Okay. So after this, I want to establish a relationship as we discussed in one of the video, right? Now I'm going to show it to you how we can establish a relationship. Now it is loading with my three tables. One is all songs, artist, and music videos. And if I click on the model view, now I have already established a relationship between music videos and artists. How can I establish a relationship with the music videos and the songs where I can have the artist with the artist ID, or the artist title, right? Yeah, from artist to artist, and we can have already, because of this artist ID, already establish a relationship between these two tables. Now we need to establish a relationship between this table and this table. So as we have seen, right, we want to establish a relationship between the all songs and the music videos. What I did is I just want to show how the difference has been there, and I would like to show here. See, now if I click on the all songs, right, now I have counted the number of rows for the particular particular table. So it is showing like 4995. So how is it showing is, let's see. I've clicked here, right, and then I've gone to transform, and if I click on my count rows for the respective thing, for the respective table, it is showing like 4095 records are being present. Okay, now what I did is I have duplicated. Okay, I have duplicated my all songs table here, and I'll say, I mean, I'm just giving a rename for it so that you will not get confused. So all songs underscore. So what I did is here I have duplicated, and it is showing 4735. Don't worry, I'll show why it is showing. Okay. What I have done is I have filtered the artist, right? I have filtered the artist here, and I have removed the empty columns. So as soon as I've removed the empty columns here, okay, it is showing me the duplicates. When I'm going to my transform, I'm clicking on the count number of rows. Okay, now how can you say whether these are duplicated records or not, right? So that is also a question where it gets arrived. So when we are formatting the data, how can we check whether this one has a duplicated data or not? So what I do is, so just give a minute. Okay, now I am closing this. Sorry, I'm closing this. I'm closing and apply, and what I do is now automatically the data gets refreshed, right? Now I'll be going to the visualization, the table, from the table view to the reports view. Now here I'm clicking on my music videos, right? I have artist, and this is a duplicate record, and this is the original record. Now I'll write a function over here. So here in the measure, okay, I'm clicking on my measure, and I'm writing uh, count rows. Okay, what is my column over here, right? I need to check the number of rows for the artist. Count. So here it is giving me the functions, right? When I click on add columns, or so as I have not added any report here, right? So it is a little bit tricky to find the function. So instead, I'll just show create a small table, and then we'll go from there. So I'm creating a table. So in the table, So once I click on the table, here I'm trying to find out the number of artists. Okay, I clicked on my artist, and then I'll also click on title. So now I can see artist and title. Now I want to find out the number of rows which are empty for the artist, right? So I've clicked on the measure, I've clicked on the count rows. So count rows. What is this all songs, right? In the all songs, I just want to take the column, the counters column. Sorry, instead of count row, I can say count blank. It will be easy, right? So in the count blank, I will get the list of all songs. From the all songs, what is the position for it? So I'm going to see how many blank rows are there for the artist. So as I click on this, and I'm clicking on OK, it is generating me. I don't know why it's not showing. Just give me a minute. It should show. So let me click on the measure over here. So if you see, yeah, the artist and title number of rows are like 260. Okay, just give me a minute. So when I'm clicking on my measure, it is showing in a separate table. Now if I want to drag this one, right, I can drag and drop here the same table. You know why it's not reflecting? Just give me a minute. So generally we can see the number of rows. So what I do here is, I mean, to show the total number of artists and the missing number of total rows for the blank rows of the artist. And what I do here is I have created one more artist. Okay, so I have created a table with artist and then album name and then the measure. So if you see, the measure is nothing but the number of empty rows. I can change this name. Okay, I will rename it to number of blank artist, blank rows for the artist. I'm just giving for the sample, you can change it. It is just for our identification. So if you see, as per the table, right, the number of artists in the blank is like 260, right? Here again, if I have added one more column, all album title. So I select my table, and if I'm adding album title. So now based on the artist, the album title, and here it shows the number of artists related to that column. That is nothing but the number of rows for this column. So if I remove the album title, okay, now it shows there are 38 rows related to uh, artist. Okay, and then instrumental is like 2 rows. So if you, I mean, if you scroll down for each artist, right, these are the number of rows that are defined, right? Now here the, I mean, if I click on this number of artists, you can see I have written just a count. Okay, so as it's a count, right, it is just displaying the number of I mean, the, what you call, the number of artists per E, and it is also counting. Now if I want to show the distinct, right, I'll be using the DistinctCount function. DistinctCount. So if I use the DistinctCount, okay, and if I select, okay, I've updated it. Sorry, just give me a minute. I think it is because of the performance issue, because it has a like 5,000 records, right? So maybe that's the reason. So I've just clicked outside, and if you see, there are total number of artists is 1158 because I've clicked the distinct count for this feature. Okay, the number of artists is like distinct count. Okay, now again, if I want to see, I mean, the total number of rows that is present in the records, because how many rows for each row, I mean, the number of artists with the album title, right? With the album title, if I click on the album title, sorry, not here, I will remove this number of artists. Okay, I'll remove this number of artists, and I'll add the album title, and here the album title. See, now you can see these are all with album title. Okay, album title and artist name. So for each artist, okay, these are the records it is showing, but it is showing the only the number of unique records as it is distinct. The number of artists is only one. Now if I change this one again, I'll update my function here, the measure function. Instead of distinct count, I'll just make the count. Now it is showing my 4735 records. It is nothing but the number of rows that is present. So how many records are there for the instrumental artist? Okay, how many records are there for that is special artist with blank rows? How many records are there with 38 special I mean the kettle? So these are kind of duplicates records. Now you can easily find it out, right? Now we can remove this duplicate records and fine tune the data, and then we can when you format the data with the proper formatting, we can have only the unique and distinct records.